Many people believe that children learn languages faster than adults. That idea is not completely true. Children learn faster mainly because they are not afraid. In reality, adults can learn even faster than children if they use the right method. Adults already understand the world. They already know how to think, how to explain ideas, and how to connect thoughts. They do not need to learn life again. They only need a new language tool. If adults listen more, copy more, repeat more, and judge themselves less, their progress can be surprisingly fast. One of the biggest problems adults carry is shame. Shame about pronunciation, shame about accent, shame about sounding simple. Children feel no such shame. They speak confidently even when their words are wrong. That confidence helps them grow. You need to slowly return to that mindset. Speaking simple English is not weakness. Speaking broken English is not failure. Broken English is a bridge to strong English. Even fluent speaker you admire once spoke badly. The only difference is that they did not stop. In this course, you are not asked to become a child. You are asked to borrow the child's learning method. Listen first, copy sounds, repeat without embarrassment, speak even before you understand anything or everything. Allow mistakes, enjoy small improvements. When you learn this way, English stops feeling heavy. It becomes playful. It becomes human. It becomes possible. So, if your English feels slow, unclear, or broken today, that is not a problem. That is proof that you are learning in the right direction. Be patient with yourself. Trust the process. You are not behind. You are exactly where a real learner should be. Growth will come naturally, just like it did when you learned your first language. Now let us talk about something very important that most learners miss in the beginning: sounds before words. English pronunciation problems do not come from lack of intelligence, talent, or effort. They come from one common mistake. Learners try to read English before they truly hear it. They try to pronounce words by looking at spellings instead of listening to sound. English spelling is not reliable. The same letter can sound different in different words, and different letters can create the same sound. When learners depend on spelling, confusion begins. When learners depend on sound, clarity slowly develops. Think about music. You do not learn a song by reading notes first. You hear the melody, you feel the rhythm. Later, if needed, you learn the technical details. Language works in the same way. English is not just vocabulary, it is sound, rhythm, stress, and movements. When you hear English like music, pronunciation becomes easier. When you see English only as spelling, pronunciation becomes stressful. Children never look at spelling when they learn to speak. They watch mouths. They listen carefully. They feel rhythm. Their ears guide their tongue. Adults often forget this. They look at the word, guess the sound, and then feel embarrassed when it sounds wrong. That embarrassment comes from using the wrong tool. Your eyes are not the best tool for pronunciation. Your ears are. English sounds like physical. English sounds are physical. They come from lips, tongue, teeth, and breath. Native speakers move their mouth in a relaxed but clear way. Some sounds are soft, some are strong, some are long, and some are short. You do not need technical terms for this. You need awareness. Watching how English speakers move their mouth helps more than memorizing rules. When you listen carefully, your brain naturally starts copying these movements without effort. Another important idea is stress. In English, not all words are equal. Some words are strong and important. Some words are weak and fast. This creates a natural rhythm. When learners stress every word equally, English sounds robotic. When learners follow rhythm, English flows naturally. You do not need to force this rhythm. Your ear will learn it slowly through listening. Now, let us talk briefly about accent. You do not need to sound American to speak good English. Clear English is more important than a perfect accent. Still, it is helpful to understand how American English sounds in real life. American English is generally relaxed. Sounds connect smoothly, words link together. Some sounds become softer in fast speech. This is not something to memorize, it is something to notice. Accent is built by exposure, not by pressure. One of the biggest mistakes learners make is reading too much in the beginning. Reading is useful, but pronunciation improves faster through listening. When you listen again and again, your brain starts recognizing sounds patterns automatically. Even if you do not understand everything, your pronunciation improves quietly. That is why listening to simple English daily is so powerful. Your brain is learning in the background. Repeating out loud is also very important. Many learners repeat silently in their head. That feels safe, but if it is not enough, your mouth needs practice. It is like a muscle. At first, speaking out loud may feel strange or uncomfortable. That is normal. It means your mouth is learning new movements. Do not judge those sounds. Just repeat calmly and gently again and again. Fear is the biggest enemy in pronunciation learning. Fear of sounding wrong, fear of being judged, fear of hearing your own voice. Children do not have this fear, adults do. But remember, no one speaks clearly at the beginning. Pronunciation does not become perfect suddenly, it improves little by little. Progress is quiet, not dramatic. Another important point is that correcting every sound immediately can slow you down. Too much correction creates tension. Tension blocks natural speech. It is better to listen more, repeat more, and allow your brain to adjust naturally. This is how native speakers learn accent in other languages. They live with the sound. They do not fight it. Many native speakers do not know pronunciation rules at all. They just speak. This teaches us something important. Pronunciation is not a subject to study deeply in the beginning. It is a skill to observe. The more English you hear, the stronger your internal sound map becomes. That map guides your speech automatically. So from today, change one small habit. When you hear English, do not rush to understand every word. First, listen to the sound, the rhythm, the rise and fall. When you repeat, do not worry about spelling. Copy what you hear, not what you see. Speak out loud without fear. Even if it feels imperfect, it is working. Pronunciation is not a problem to fix. It is a skill that grows naturally with time and exposure. Trust your ears, trust your voice. Your English sound will improve quietly and steadily as you continue this journey.